What is up, Cars and Couches family? It's Matt, and today I'm going to show you guys how I wash my motorcycle and get my Harley-Davidson Sportster 1200 Custom ready to go for the summer riding season. So first things first, I completely wet the bike. I spray it down and I make sure that I get every single portion of the bike. Yep, you can rinse your bike like this. It doesn't damage it if it gets wet. You just completely spray it down. Yes, the seats, the leather, you just spray it down. The reason why we do this is to get rid of all the dust and debris and everything that's accumulated while it's been sitting in the garage. At this point, I'm filling up a bucket and there's soap. There is like car wash soap in there. I don't use any different type of soap that I use for my car that I use on my motorcycle. It's the same one and it works. At this point, it's now time to get your hands wet and sudsy and just start cleaning the bike. You're hand washing it. At least this is how I do it. I use a sponge just because I'm afraid to use like brushes because I feel like the bristles will scratch. And I went for the tank first just because it's like the biggest piece of real estate on the bike. And if you're wondering when it comes to hand washing your bike, is there any particular order that you're supposed to wash the bike? And the answer is no. There's no particular order. I just see whatever I see, and then as you can see, like I'm jumping around, and I just make sure that everything gets washed. It's easy to remember what parts you've already hit because you'll see it wet and, you know, sudsy and stuff like that. But worst case scenario, you end up just washing something a second time if you've completely forgotten what you've already washed, and that's okay. Don't forget the Speedo, and no, I'm not talking about what I wear to the beach in the summer. So after I've completely hand washed the bike, I just like to fill up the sponge with a bunch of water and suds and just kind of squeeze it on top of the bike. I don't know why I do this. I guess it's just fun. And for good measure, one last swipe. At this point, the bike is now ready to be completely rinsed off of all the soap and the car wash soap that's on it. I just rinse it off. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because I really enjoy using the hose, but like I spray it down twice. Like the first time I'm using this type of like setting on it, and then afterwards I kind of go with like the more higher pressure up and down orientation spray to make sure that I completely have gotten every single crevice and make sure that it's completely rinsed down. At this point, I have moved my bike now into the shade. It is pretty sunny when I was washing this bike. And now that I'm drying it, I don't want to be in the sun because I don't want to get, I don't know what they're called. I think it's called sunspots or like water circles or anything, but I just move it and I dry it off over here. Some places hold water, kind of like that spot right there. And I just make sure to dry it off as much as I can. And that's what I'm doing here. So at this point, I have completely dried off the bike, and one of my favorite things to use is this Meguiar's Ultimate Quick Detailer. It is so good. I stand by it, and I've been using this for my bike for years. Super easy. You just spritz it on just like this. I throw a few, and all you have to do is just start wiping away. And I know that this video doesn't do the justice, but when you're looking at this in person and seeing how shiny it is, it's completely insane how good this quick detailer works. I even tried to, I guess, show it from above to see if you could see the difference, but you don't too much. The best part about this stuff is you can literally use it on any part of the bike. So this part's plastic. Obviously, the gas tank was metal. I use it on every single part, and I even use it on the chrome. I don't know why this part of the video is upside down, but you can still see that I'm actually putting this on the chrome as well. Now, I think that the bike looks great. It's completely shiny, it's completely clean, and it's ready to go. And what you're about to witness right now is me starting the bike for the first time of the season, and I'm happy to do it with you guys. So she starts up, and she's sounding really, really good. I got so excited when I heard that it was on, knowing that I'm going to have a summer completely full of riding my bike. I absolutely love to ride. And let's just get a couple revs. Beautiful. Now, I don't know why the bike ends up shutting off at this point, but I was able to turn it back on. And guys, if you made it this far, I attached a super cringe picture of me as my gift to you for making it this far in the video. But on a more serious note, I just want to say thank you to all of our viewers. 5.5 years later, 144, now 145 videos with this one. And 500,000 views later, we now have 1,000 subscribers, 1K subscribers. We couldn't have done it without your support, and we are so grateful that you've been on this journey with us. We love to create content for all of you, so thank you guys so much. Guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and remember to subscribe. As always, see you next time.